Hello, welcome to class number 8. This is a part of a budgeting series here at SheStewards Financial Ministries, and I am Dr. Winnie Wamulanga. My friend, if you're self-employed, if you're a freelancer, or maybe you earn commission-based or seasonal income, this class is tailor-made for you. All right? Today, we'll be discussing about how to budget if you have an irregular income. We don't want you to live in stress. God does not want you to live in stress. Remember that. All right? So, Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." Even if your income changes from month to month, you can still plan diligently, my friend. All right? So, I've been there. My husband is a business owner, and we lived that way because he had a business that wasn't really doing well. Sometimes it would do really well, then the other it would not do well. But we didn't know how to manage our finances that way. That income was irregular, and because of that, we found ourselves really living in lack most of the time because we made so many mistakes. All right, and that is why I'm here. Of course, that was before I had started doing I had finished my MBA, but after that, I was able to get a job, and then we received regular income. All right, so there is a problem with irregular income, and we have to be honest. Most of the advice that people give are for people who actually receive steady paychecks. All right. But if your income fluctuates by season, for example, if you make money during summer, some businesses are summer businesses, and then others are festival businesses, or Christmas festival seasons like Christmas, Easter, and all that. If your income depends on sales or contracts, and also if your income comes in unpredictable chunks, right? You don't know how much will come in, but it will come in. You need a budgeting strategy that works without fear. All right? I have seen many of us make this mistake. Because if you are a person who doesn't have a fixed income, when that money comes in, you live in feast mode. All right? But then if the money disappears, then you're panicking. You're actually living like you're in famine season. We don't want that. God doesn't want that. All right? So, the solution for us is please make sure that you base your budget on your bare bones budget. If you're not here with us in the savings class, please go back to those series and you will discover more about what they call a bare bones budget. All right? But here is the key. Don't base your budget on your month's maximum income. Just base it on the minimum reliable income. All right? For example, if you will be earning, if you're a business that actually does well during the festive seasons, maybe during those months, the 3 months, you earn 10,000 every month. But then in the other months, you're going to be earning 0 or barely 5,000. Then you have to plan based on the 5,000, not on the 10,000. Are we together? Step number 1, determine your essentials. All right? Ask, what minimum do I need to live on monthly? The minimum should include your food, or you will die of hunger. It should include your mortgage or housing or rent. It should include your utilities, transportation, debt repayments, insurance, tithing. All right? Call this budget a survival budget. Okay? So, maybe the total is 3,500 for you per month. That one is your baseline. Okay? Do not go above that. If you do, please use caution. Okay? Then, number 2, create a prioritized budget. Rank your expenses in order of importance. Cover your survival first. All right? Then move to savings. Then move to, but remember, you have to tithe. Okay? But you should make sure that, if you need entertainment, travel, those ones, that's when you can move to other things. But after you have created your survival budget, okay? So, if you are going to use the zero-based budget, use that in caution. I used zero-based because it's not going to work for you if you're relying on, if your income is not reliable, it's irregular, okay? The zero-based budget actually works best if your income is regular, like, the salaried people. When your money comes in, assign it immediately to a category. For example, what's your first payment? Will it cover your rent or tithe? Yeah, it should, because then you'll be homeless and you'll be a thief stealing from God. 2, second payment. Will it cover your groceries and fuel? Yes, it has to actually, or you will die of hunger. 3, your third payment. Put that toward your debt and savings. If you missed the debt management series and savings series, go back to those classes, you'll be helped, right? When you have those, if you're doing that, that's what we call the bucket budgeting. You're saying first payment, second payment, third payment. You're putting your payments in buckets, right? Buckets. Just think about the budget. Remember the what I call you can use the envelope system. You can use the jars. Just drop first payment. What do I need to cover in this one? Second payment, what do I need to cover? Third payment, what do I need to cover? 1, 2, 3. Okay? Bucket. That's called bucket budgeting. Okay? So, you can even use envelopes. I use buckets because I'm a visual. So, not buckets, the jars, because I'm a visual. For the glass jars, I can see everything in there. Okay? And if possible, you can also use digital accounts. These digital accounts will also help you. They'll prevent you from overspending. All right? So, please, if you're a person that is in this category of irregular income, create a buffer, or we call it a reserve fund. Okay? Build a month buffer so you're always living off last month's income. Do not wait. If you're going to wait, then you get into debt. Make sure that you have everything accounted for, so you don't, you're living off what you should have gotten in last month. All right. So if you have done that, then you have breathing room. So how do you do that? You save all or part of a high income. You save all or part of your income when it comes in. I told you some seasons are really good for some businesses. Festive seasons, you can find yourself getting into the tens of thousands. Yes, save part of that. All right. Then 2, allocate your side hustle money to your buffer. You're making sure that you have a buffer, the one to fall back on when things don't go right this month. It's last month's income. Okay. Then if you have any unused items, sell them off. And then you should be able to save the proceeds. And you should be able to go, my friend. All right? So, over time, when you keep doing this is going to turn your irregular income into a regular budget cycle. Okay? So, here is the biblical wisdom. For irregular seasons, if you are that kind of person who earns money irregularly, Ecclesiastes 11:2 says, but divide your investments among many places, for you do not know what risks might lie ahead. All right? So, budgeting during uncertain income seasons is not just smart, it's spiritual. It shows that you trust God to provide and you honor Him by planning wisely. My friend, please, when it comes to honoring God, He wants you to walk with wisdom. Remember, knowledge is power. One of my favorite scriptures is, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. If you don't know something, learn. This is why SheStewards Financial Ministries is here for you. We are here to be able to guide you to learn how to walk into financial freedom and attain that for not only yourself, but also for the generations to come. We want you to leave a legacy. We have classes through the SheStewards Academy. We also do have consultation. All right? So please, if you haven't already looked us up, go to SheStewards.org. You will be helped. All right? So, as I close this one, I'm requesting that you write down your bare bones budget. List your last 3 months of income to find your average low. You list all your income. So, if, for example, this is March, and then, so you go back Feb, you go back January, you go back December, okay? So you list how much you earned. For example, if in January, because I'm just imagining, if you're one of those businesses that does well in festive seasons, if you got 10,000 in December, all right? I'm so sorry for my ugly handwriting. And then in January, then the season changes. You got 5,000. Maybe Feb, it really did reduce to 2,500, right? So 15,000, that is 1,750, all right? So it is 3 months, 1, 2, 3. You divide by 3, and that should give you the amount that you need. That actually will show you how much you need for your bare bones budget, okay? So please, create at number 3, create a tired budget. Start with the survival. It's always high up there. You need to survive. We don't want you to die. Get into the comfort and then the extra. Comment below. Do you have an irregular income? If you do, what challenges have you faced? Please share this video with an entrepreneur, maybe also a freelancer you know. Be sure to subscribe, like, or even hit the notification bell so you don't miss class number 9. All right? So, class number 9 will be about how to budget as a couple or family. You do not want to miss that. Until then, stay blessed. Jesus loves you and so do I. Thank you. See you for the next class. Have a good one. Bye.